Hello friends, welcome to my channel. And in this today's pre-market report, we first look at the US stock index features, and most of them are in green. And previously we talked about the trend of the stock indices, whether you're talking about nasdaq or Dow Jones, and all of them are showing good attraction because of the inflation data which was yesterday released. And the inflation is not rising as fast as market was anticipating, and at the same time the bond yield eased as well as the dollar index. So there is a cumulative impact of all which you can see into the market. So although it's completely flat with positive bias, but the thing is, we obviously see how the earning season pan out, and we will look at the trend for US bond yield 10 years, obviously 10 years bond yield, as well as the dollar index and how they are moving. But the thing is, the overall trend is positive. So first of all, do not try to short the market, and for the time being you must stick to the stocks for as of now, if you are into the market, and those stocks will be the big stocks which you may have know about, like the FANG stocks or something like that, because they are the one who are leading the rally. And if you go down below, what is actually happening is, because the market is going up and down, the volatility in the lower part of the market is very high. So when things were good, they have given a very huge returns, and right now it's not like it is bad, but it's either in correction or consolidation mode. Now, having said that, we will go to the charts and we will see how the trend looks like. So we first look at the dollar index. That's why you got to know the information about the things that are happening and why actually the market started moving on the upside. Now you can see here in the hourly chart or the short term chart that the dollar index made a high of 93.34 here on the upside, and it actually broken down the support level. Okay, so 92.42 was the support level, and it has actually broken down and currently trading at 91.79. So I think 92 was the level which we have talked about, and 92 was a very big, I would say, support level. And because the support level is gone, we will see where the next support comes for as far as the dollar index is concerned. So this was your breakout zone, and this will again act as your support. So 91.62 will be your next support, but this is a sharp fall that has happened in a span of a couple of days. I would say, I think in the last 2 weeks, yep, near to 13 or 14 days. So there is a big slide that has happened in the currency. And as far as the 10-year bond yield is concerned, so this particular yield is actually in a consolidation. Okay, as you can see here, this is in a consolidation. And if you're looking at the trend on the downside, it's been consolidating in between 1.59 and 1.62. On the upside, you have 1.74 and 1.77. So there is nothing much to talk about the US 10-year yield unless it makes a move either on the upside or on the downside. But it's good that it is consolidating. Now, what will happen because of that? It is actually giving the time, or the entire market is taking time from this or taking cue out of this, that it is in consolidation. Market will take this thing very positively, and probably you will see an uptrend going forward. So yesterday we have talked about Dow Jones, and Dow Jones performed very well, and there is no way, although it's not performed pretty much. So the previous trend was negatively biased or a very short downfall, I would say, but the uptrend is intact. And as I told you in the uh, couple of minutes back, that don't try to short this market, otherwise you will be in problem. Okay, so here we have. Now along with that, we will see in the stock index of nasdaq, and nasdaq is actually on its way uh, to reach its previous high, which is 14,189. And once it moves, above or pass through 14,189, we actually have a big rally in the overall market. So we have very positive indications from the overall indices, and as I told you, one should take cue out of these things. Now, the trends which are actually available in the market are many, but there are few which you can take a note of. Okay, so in this particular video, we I'm actually want to talk about a particular stock, and that is Intel Corporation. Now, have an eye on this stock, because this stock is going to perform and will perform in a very sharp manner. So what you can do here, you can keep an stop loss at $64, and the target which you should look for will be in between $68 and $69 on the upside. So this is a short term, but this is a very predictive chart pattern which you can see, and it will probably move in a way the trend is showing, and the overall trend is looks very good, because the reason behind that is we have a very high semiconductor shortage in the overall economy, more specifically in US, and Intel is definitely going to benefit out of it, because they are one of the semiconductor manufacturers. So let's see how the trend will perform, but we will definitely see this trend working out, and the overall market that we look for today looks positive. We have falling dollar index and falling US bond yield, and at the same time inflation data is normal. So this will ramp up the stock prices on the higher side, so does the stock indices, and you will see lots of stock moving back on the upwards going forward. So this is the end of the video. Thanks for watching.